Now the problems we have in the West, as you know, are stupid problems which are not suitable to any surgery. Attachment. First they were not attached to their wives or to their children, now they are attached like glue. I do not say you give up your children or your wife, but your attachment should be with Sahaja Yoga. Once the blessings of Sahaja Yoga comes to you, they will flow to your children, to your wife, to everyone, to your country, to the whole world. Now supposing this is the attachment, a very simple electrical thing. So if its attachment is not to the mains and anywhere else, what's the use? It cannot give electricity to anybody else. It's a simple logic that you should be attached to the source of energy first. Simple logic. And then that energy can flow to others. If you yourself you are not attached to that source of energy, how can that power flow anywhere? It's a simple thing we do not understand in Sahaja Yoga. And so our attachments start getting rusted and we don't understand what has happened to us. We are not attached to the main source. And that's the only attachment you need. And then the whole thing will flow to the other end. So we have these kinds of attachments. Then we are attached to so many miserable things we like, which make us miserable. For example, we are attached to say some sort of a stupid entrepreneur fashion. We are attached to it. Whether it is in search culture or not, we are attached to it. And all these attachments are not to the source of joy, to the source of knowledge, to the source of energy which ascends you. This is the reason why our situation of collective ascent is poor. Now the Adi-Shakti's work is to give you realization first. Second is to give you life, to comfort you. If you have physical problems, she will look after you. She'll go all out. If you have mental problem, she'll try to solve it. So she is a comforter. She gives you the comfort. At the same time, she protects you. I have seen many people, even now, get frightened very soon at the slightest thing. Why should you be frightened? There's a tiger standing. You can't see him, maybe. Today might be in the picture. And your mother is so powerful. You have to understand how powerful she is. This is the understanding is not in your heads. Sometimes your wives are more powerful or your children are more powerful. When you know that your mother is so powerful and she is your mother, then you should be absolutely secure. And then things work out. I'll give you an example of one gentleman whom I met in Madras. Once, not many years back, about I think 2-3 years back or so. Such a seeker, immediately recognized me. And then he went down to Bombay, posting was there, and he received a letter saying that his mother on deathbed. So he went down. The doctor said that she has a galloping cancer and she is going to die in no time. He knows my mother is Adishakti. Just took my photograph, sat before me. He said, Mother, I have nothing to say, whatever you think proper for my mother, please do that. Just he said so. It's connected. They said 3 days after she's going to die, 3 days after she got out of the hospital. He took him down to Bombay, showed him in a hospital, in cancer hospital. They said she has no cancer, nothing, she's completely cured. If the energy is not allowed to flow, you are still worried about your wife, you are worried about your house, you are worried about your children, worried about this, about my children, my house, my wife. This my, when it drops, then I can work. But it should not be taken that I am saying that you become ascetics. No way. No saints were ascetics. They all had wives, they all had children. But all their attention was at the lotus feet of the mother. As Guru Nanak has said, that a little boy is playing with his kite. The kite is going all over. And he is talking to his friends, joking, this thing. But his attention is on the kite. There's a lady who is cleaning her house with a little child on her waist, and she's cleaning the house and grooming it. She's doing everything, but her attention is on her child. Then there are ladies in India, as you know, they have 3-4 pitchers filled water and they walk with both the hands like this. They know how to balance it. They're talking to each other, laughing, making fun, pulling legs. But the attention is on the pitchers. My attention is always on your Kundalini. You cannot play tricks in Sahaja. Take it from me. Anybody who tries to play any trick will be very badly punished. So please be very, very careful not to be dishonest and not to play tricks in Sahaja. I won't do anything, but here they are. You see already with all his teeth. They are all fixed quantities, I have told them. They are fixed quantities. They know what to do and they will do it. So there is no need to play any tricks in Sahaja Yoga. This is another mistake of Sahaja Yogis, that they think they can play tricks with me or with Sahaja. When those things come into your head, I would say these are demonic ideas, because they will destroy you completely. On one side, Sahaja Yoga is a blessing. Absolutely blessing on the ascent, you go ahead like that. You go to a height, but you must know also you have reached the height, you have to be very careful to be there, because once you fall from that height, how deep you will go? It's logical again to see that you will fall very low. So here you are having the blessings, all the beauties, all the love, all the joy, all the knowledge, all the friends, all the care. And there, if you don't want to be here, just because you are playing tricks, you want to be here and play tricks, that is not possible. That doesn't work out. You are immediately thrown out. And once you are thrown out, God knows where you will go. That's not our lookout. But you are thrown out by these. So one has to know that the deities are extremely alert. And they are watching all of you. Because they have to guard you, they have to look after you, they have to help you, they have to do everything for you. They have to work out everything for you. They are the ones who create flowers for you, they are doing all kinds of good things for you. But at the same time, they are only attached to me. All of them. Not to you. Because you are my children, they are looking after you. Once you try to misbehave, you are finished. And you go down. But the compassion of your mother is so great that she always tries to forgive, give chances, and tells those deities to keep quiet. Of course they obey. Up to a point. But if you want to be nasty people, if you want to be cruel, if you want to be sinful, and staying in Sahaja Yoga, you cannot. It's not like any religion as you saw yesterday, that you commit any mistakes, do what you like, kill anyone, cheat anyone, and still be there. It's not like that. Here you have to be Sahaja Yogi in the real sense of the word. And this is why one has to understand. There are some Sahaja Yogis have come, they can't get in. I think the doors are closed. So, now such a tremendous power, so alert, so affectionate, so kind, is there. And a mother who is your teacher. Mother teaches children with love. Not only that, but you never even felt how I taught you Sahaja Yoga. You just learnt it like that. It's a child's playful. It's such a difficult and subtle subject. You picked it up without any difficulties. So artfully it was done, beautifully it was done, built in within you. Now you know this is Sahaja Yoga, this is not Sahaja Yoga. All this knowledge came to you so sweetly. The way you sing Indian music, you see, even the Indians are surprised. They can't sing like you sometimes. Those who had come to my program, they saw you, some musicians, they said we were really ashamed. How could these people sing so well and pronounce everything so well? And you have to trust this power fully. Those days when people were in difficulties, they were always attacked, they had not got their self-realization. They had to put their trust into the divine power. They had to put. But now when you have got realization, you have got your freedom. Should never forget that you have to trust this divine power all the time, that it will look after you. Now, how do we play tricks in Sahaja Yoga? Some lazy lumps come into Sahaja Yoga. Absolute lazy lumps, means they must be left-sided, or whatever it is. And if you tell them you better do this work, no mother, I won't do this work because my right side will come up. Very common trick. It's a very common trick. I can't do this work. When it comes to work, they'll just run away. How many people were